This is the week of July 8th, 2013, the astrology for the week. The week begins with the Sun, the Moon, and Mercury all conjoined together near the middle degrees of Cancer. Cancer is cardinal water. This may be a wonderful experience since it brings light, which is the Sun, emotion, which is the Moon, and communication, which is Mercury, into a lively dialogue. But it also puts all of them in opposition to Pluto. So even though the conversation may be animated, which it certainly will, it may also lead to a bold new direction. I think we're going to see a real cranking up of diplomatic pressure on the world stage. Whenever Pluto is involved, you can expect a leaky roof. And we all know that a leaky roof cannot remain. Repair is necessary. With rebellious and innovative Uranus in the mix, this can yield great results or dramatic shifts. Despite a tendency to deliver startling events, Uranus can be a marvelous inventor. We can find new technologies, medicines, and cultural shifts in the arts are all very likely. Remember the 1960s. This is a perfect example. This was a time when Uranus and Pluto joined together and gave birth to a generation of true rebels. Now with a similar flavor in the air, the same potential may exist, and it does exist. It's just a different angle, different intensity. In other corners of the cosmic neighborhood, we see Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune working their way towards a harmonious connection to each other. This is going to be called the Grand Water Trine. Remember, the secret of astrology is always found in the relationship of planet to planet. As planets form geometric angles, whether they're 90 degrees or 120 degrees, we begin to see activity. In this case, Jupiter brings optimism and expansion to the dialogue, whereas Saturn brings along the responsibility line and holds us true to our path, while Neptune opens our imaginations and allows our dreams to formulate. When we combine these planets together in what is called a trine, which is the 120-degree angle, a harmonious connection, we see the possibility for a big, responsible shift towards a much more idealistic scene. We may also find ourselves able to expand our dreams in a very grounded and pragmatic manner. I think that's what Saturn brings to the mix. Growth comes through adversity. So if we have experienced hard times, the good times cannot be far behind. That's the pendulum swinging. Stalled plans may begin to move forward as Saturn turns direct this week as well. Positive action may occur for hard work that's been accomplished. So the time has come. As that pendulum swings, we may see that begin to take shape. True astrology comes from accuracy. When you know the exact details of your birth chart, especially your rising sign and your sun sign together, you read those two together each week when I do my reports for you, you will get 85% accuracy. Absolutely without guaranteed. Phenomenal. And I'm going to be offering up some new ideas in the future of people who decide they want to subscribe to my service as we go forward, but I'll get those plans out to you over the next several weeks if I can. I've been working with charts and the planets for years, and I know that the timing and action is real, very validating, and it gives you a heads up as to what's happening. I make my plans based on what's happening with the astrology charts, and I always hit it right on time. It always seems to work. Well, it always does work. My radio show is on every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. It's called Turning of the Wheel. No coincidence there. And that's on Contact Talk Radio, 11 o'clock every Saturday. And those shows then go to iTunes where they're podcasts, and you can find me there by looking up my name. Email me for a personal reading. I can make it all worth your while at chris@chrisflisher.com. And my website is chrisflisher.com or turningofthewheel.com. And I will see you next week.